we mentioned earlier, President Trump is still looking for a national security advisor to replace General Michael Flynn. The general was forced out in a scandal that began with U.S. intelligence listening to some of his phone calls. Tonight, correspondent Rich Edson at the State Department looks at how wiretapping has become a key element in the way the government does business.
General Michael Flynn spoke on the phone to the Russian ambassador to the United States. Security experts say Flynn should have known others were listening.
A man of Mike Flynn's experience and understanding should have known for certain that he's not having any private conversation with the Russian ambassador.
The Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act gives U.S. intelligence services the authority to monitor foreign agents, just as other nations monitor Americans. In 2014, surveillance caught Assistant Secretary of State Victoria Nuland bad-mouthing the European Union in a conversation with the U.S. ambassador to Ukraine.
That would be great, I think, to help glue this thing and have the UN help glue it. And, you know, the EU.
Officials suspected Russia of intercepting and leaking that call. At the time, the State Department focus objected to the, quote, publicizing and posting of that exchange, as there's an assumption among those operating in statecraft that foreign surveillance is usually listening in. In 2013, leaked documents showed the National Security Agency monitored dozens of world leaders' phone conversations, including German Chancellor Angela Merkel's. The Germans strongly objected, a posture experts claim is hypocritical.
Our allies and our enemies all engage in this activity, and the American public better hope that the U.S. does it as well and is good at it, is the best at it, because it is an extremely aggressive world out there. We're not operating as a community of nations on this planet. It'd be nice to think so.
The one Republican congressman says he objects to the revelation of U.S. intelligence activities.
We don't want the Russians to know what we're doing or how we're doing it, if it was done.
There is also the issue of corporate espionage, where a spy agency will focus in on a private company and take trade secrets and pass them along to companies and businesses in their country. The Federal Bureau of Investigation says that U.S. businesses are cost hundreds of billions of dollars a year from intellectual property theft, though the U.S. has long maintained that it does not engage in corporate espionage to the benefit of U.S. businesses. Chris?
Rich, as Secretary Tillerson returns from his first set of meetings in Europe, a number of top positions at his State Department are still unfilled. How big a concern is that for folks at State?
It's becoming a concern, especially as this continues to go on. There have only been two top positions confirmed by the United States Senate. One is the Secretary. The other is the U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations. Though the Trump administration has only named a few others and nominated a few others, those are mostly ambassador posts. And a senior official who has knowledge of the transition says that this administration seems to be behind previous administrations when naming top posts, and points out that this is not just an issue at the State Department. Chris.
Rich, thank you. An alleged